What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. First day of school for my daughter. This is a normal time to have a first day of school, not in August like some freak of states. But I digress. Wanted to talk about, I wrote an article, not really an article, it's just basketball card releases for the month of September, and I thought it was going to be a lot more than what it is. It's only 2 actually, but they are doozies. They're doozies. September 4th is Panini Contenders Draft. It's the first official Zion rookie card. This will begin the quest for the Zion. Sounds like a show, like a terrible Excalibur search for Zion. And and here you get a hobby box. You get 6 autographs, 30 inserts. Good luck finding this cheap. Right now they're at $2.95, the cheapest one. I'm sending an email out this morning. If you want to hop on it, that's your cheapest. The rest are over $300 from what I found. So you can check out my article on my website, svacardcollectors.com. Or if you get emails, I'm going to shoot you over an email. Also, I have a calendar where I put releases up. So you download the calendar and you'll be notified when releases are out. And if you want to buy it, I have a link as well. Wow, how convenient, Dave. Thank you. I know. So, moving right along. Immaculate. Panini Immaculate Collection for basketball cards. This, I didn't write it down. I think it's the 13th. It is the September 13th is the release date. You have a little time there. $500 these cards are going. This is a premium box. You get 3 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards. However, it is very expensive, these cards, but these, and I believe Flawless, are like the big, high ticket basketball card rookie cards. So you have Luka and you have Trey in here. This is from last year. There's no Zion in this. All right, let me repeat, no Zion for 2018-2019 Panini Immaculate. This is from last year. But these are the patches that everyone collects. When you're talking about rookie cards for basketball players, these are one of the top ones that go for insane amounts of money. So just be wary of that. I'm not saying go out and buy a box because it'll be very rare for you to get a Trey or a Luka, but that's really, it's a humdinger. Humdinger. So, wanted to talk about, I've talked about this guy a couple times. I think his name is Sports Card Investor on YouTube. Recommend you check this guy out. And I didn't want to listen to it because they were talking about football picks. Because I wanted to see if I could think of guys who I would collect. And he did, a lot of data analysis. Basically, what he was saying is football cards are, hot and cold. So if a team is doing poorly and they're going to do well, like his example is the Jets. The Jets should do better than they did last year. They should get more wins. Because of that momentum, the players on their team will do better and the price of their cards will go up. Which is somewhat what I thought. And before I watched it, I knocked off, and I didn't think too deep. I got like a couple of guys, and 2 of them, he said. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is I know a lot of people look for data analysis. And is there a special stat? Is there a special thing that will tell you, hey, buy this card? In baseball, is it WAR? Is WAR the special card where you go, if it's at an 8, you need to buy him now because he's insane? Let me see him. Boy, oh boy, I would have gotten hit pretty good. This might have been the last podcast. Woo-wee. but I just didn't see him. I was paying attention this time. This time I was, but I just did not see him. Anyway, moving right along. So, data. There's no real stat that's going to tell you that. Sorry to say. I've looked around. It's just not there. What is there, and this is what I want to talk about, is common sense. Thinking, reasoning. That is the most important thing. If you're in the hobby long enough, you'll be able to figure out in a better percentage who is going to do well and who's not. And I shouldn't say doing well. Their card values are doing well or not. No one can really predict if someone's going to be the next, great thing, next Michael Jordan, next Mickey Mantle. You can't figure that out. But you can tell prices year after year and the price point. Well, it's at $20 and this guy's an all-star. Like Juan Soto, his prices were pretty low compared to Acuna and compared to, still Torres. Torres is still low. And yet, only now he's really starting to gain momentum because they're saying, wow, this guy really is the real deal. But you could tell he was just underpriced. He was, you can buy his cards $10, $15, certain, PSA 10 cards, which is, it didn't make any sense. So you buy them. Same thing with Sam Darnold last year. His cards compared to Baker Mayfield, it just didn't make any sense. So people who bought a bunch of Sam Darnolds back then are going to be reaping the rewards this year. Because all he has to do is to play decent. I don't think he's going to play bad. I really don't. I'm knocking on wood. It's the Jets. I know. But is he that much worse than Baker Mayfield? No, he's not. But Baker Mayfield shot up because he brought, he did so well with winning. Now, Baker Mayfield, he's priced, they're priced very similar now, him and Sam Darnold. So the window is gone for Sam Darnold. Should he be priced the same as Baker? I don't know. I don't think so, because Baker has a better defense, a lot more weapons. So he should have a bigger upside, because if they go 3-0 or 4-0 or 5-1, something like that, and they're the cream of the crop, which tend to rise to the top, then his cards are going to go insane. They're going to skyrocket. Same thing with Odell Beckham Jr.'s. So you want to look for the guys who didn't do well last year, who are still good players. David Johnson, that's the guy I was the first guy that came in my head from the Cardinals, because I know I had him in my fantasy league, and of course what happens with anyone who comes on my fantasy league? They crap the bed. Same thing with Le'Veon Bell. Might have been a little bit too late, but I still bought his rookie RPA for $80. Relic patch auto. So it has his autograph and it has a patch on it, and there's his rookie card from I forget what year. So if he does well, I believe that's going to be easily a $125, $130 card. But he's got to do well, and those are the chances that you take. Now, what you should be doing is looking for baseball cards on teams that are not doing well, on guys who are not doing well, who have had really good seasons previously. Not old fuddy-duddy guys somewhere in their prime, and they just had an off year. Those are the guys that you go after. Or guys on good teams that just have been injured. You could have bought Erin Judge, because everyone was questioning Erin Judge, which I don't know why. You guys are nuts. This guy's one of the best players in baseball. But he got into a slump because he's been hurt, and he's trying to get back. He's always hurt. That's the only thing. But I digress. His cards went up crazy because he hit a ton of home runs all of a sudden, because now he's back to being Erin Judge. Look for the opportunities. You don't need stats. You don't need some magical stat or some data analysis to think. Now, it does help for guys who are trying to get into the majors, and you might have a better percentage of, if you bet on 20 guys who fit these parameters, you may have a better percentage. But guys in the majors now that you're looking to flip, it's common sense. You want to buy crappy teams with good players now for baseball. I don't care what anyone says. You're looking for basketball now. Once football starts, no one's going to care about basketball outside of the Zion chase. No one's going to be going back last year. I bet you Luka's going to go down a little bit. Not crazy, but I bet you it does go down, or it stays the same. He's not going to go up anymore because no one's going to be paying attention. Everyone's going to be paying attention to football and baseball playoffs. So all the good teams in the playoffs, their rookie cards and all those guys, they're going to be going up. Now is not the time to buy. Now is the time to sell. Just use common sense. That's really what I wanted to break down. Common sense. You don't need stats. You don't need data. Just think. Look at the teams. Which guys are going to do better? Which guys are going to do worse? That's it. Now, September 5th, which is this Thursday at 9 o'clock, we are trying the first SVA Trading Night, online trading night. Have to hit up my Facebook group or Flick Chat. Download the app. There's information on there as well. And we're going to try it out, see what happens. Get a bunch of cards that you're trying to move and see if anybody else has got some nice stuff. Bernard will be moderating that. This is his baby. So I will let him roll with it. There are a ton of football, well, not a ton. There's a bunch of football releases. Hopefully I'm able to do that article today to tomorrow. So I could send that out to you guys. I think it is helpful for people just to see, hey, where are all the releases? Because Cardboard Connection doesn't really do an amazing job with regards to releases. They do an amazing job with the information, but trying to find what date and circumventing it, and you just want baseball, you don't want football or anything like that. That's why I make these things. I think it makes it easier. Plus, you can click on a link and just buy the box. You don't have to go searching. They do have a thing where you have to click, but a lot of times what they do is, like for the Panini Contenders, I don't know where they were getting that from. I think it was from an auction because it was like $150. You ain't buying no $150 box right now. Unless he breaks an ankle, that ain't happening. Truthfully, I don't think Zion's going to be that amazing. I think he's going to be very similar to Blake Griffin. He doesn't shoot that well. Great athlete, can get to the rim. I think the point guard from Morning, man, I don't know, I'm blanking out, but I think that point guard that was picked second, I think he's probably going to be better. RJ Barrett's going to stink because the Knicks picked him. Only reason why. He might be great. He might have been great had he been on another team, but since the Knicks picked him, it's going to be one thing after another with him. I don't know. But I'm at my job. SVACardCollectors.com. Take a look at my basketball releases. Flick Chat. Download the app. We're having a lot of conversations, selling, trading, all that nonsense. You guys know what to do. Buy some cards or go broke. Later.